The dwarf is unnaturally still. You might mistake her for a corpse, were it not for a slight twitch of her eyelids. She calmly opens her left eye, then her right.
What do you want? Nah, nice quiet spot for a dwarf to get some shut-eye. Cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish, rats. Nothing you want. Unless you collect cobwebs, I guess. Wine all you want. I'm staying and you're...
Before you can ask more, the dwarf holds up her hands.
It won't budge.
You best get...
She rolls her eyes before... The dwarf is unnaturally still. She calmly...
What do you want? Nah, cobwebs, I reckon. Maybe some spiders and silverfish. Ain't hardly nothing. This is the warmest corner in the house, is all. Ah, that's you again.
It won't budge.
Maybe if we had a crowbar.
You think a crowbar
What's
would
this?
open this thing?
I found something.
Ah, you got rocks knocking around that noggin of yours. You'd have more
There we
luck
go.
asking Doom
The door's opening.
for us to budge by our own.
Duna's dagger, Crimson Dragon. You here to free us or kill us?
You're not getting an answer till you keep your hands free of wands and such.
Good to see you'd rather flap your lips than fight. We're here looking for a slippery snake called Mordus. This here's his quarters, but ain't no sign of him.
Only thing we managed were to close that door behind us and get us stuck. Supposed to be another door out there, but never could find it.
Ain't no telling where that priest went off to. Started acting all funny not so long ago, then flew the coop. Well, at first, he was just buddying around with Lohar and the rest, you know. But then he'd start looking all sickly and run off for a day or two. Then some stranger tried taking old Lohar down, but got himself caught and tied up. Ain't no coincidence Mordus went hanging around then.
She taps her finger against her forehead.
A woman knows things. Nothing's getting past me. Best we head off then. We've got business.
I've spotted something. A skull? It's missing an eye. As far as locks go, this one's pretty macabre.
Bloody useless. Might as well have dropped it. What's he?
I'll stop your play acting, you smelly
This is
sorcerer.
going nowhere.
It wasn't me who caused the Void Woken to come, I swear it.
Take that, sorcerer. Dallas, get her.
You're dead, Alexander. Alexander, you're dead. You have to stay dead until we say...
Here, missus. Alexander doesn't have to stay dead, does it? Hey, are you an elf?
See? Told ya. But don't worry, I'll revenge... You won't put a sauce collar on me, Dallas. I'm a big bad evil sorcerer and I'll kill you...
I hate this game.
An elf in tattered red robes shifts through pages of handwritten notes spread across the table.
So many suspects. So many potential culprits. I need to narrow down the list. Think, you damn elf, think.
A floorboard creaks beneath your foot. The elf leaps around abruptly.
What are you doing, elf? Trying to get a drop on me? Sneak up and slit my throat? Can't trust anyone, especially the likes of you, and especially what's been going on. 7, preserve me. Are you entirely ignorant, elf? My own Magister comrades are vanishing from right here in Driftwood. Whoever's behind it must be stopped. If you hear anything, come to me. Three Magisters vanished so far, all within Driftwood. My comrades believe some tinkerer named Higba is behind it all, but they're wrong. I'm certain of it. That's what I'm intent on finding out. This tavern is full of scum and degenerates. The true culprit could easily conceal themselves amongst them. I have to keep investigating, keep the pressure up. The culprit will make a mistake eventually. If you see anything suspicious, let me know. You do that. Now away with you. It doesn't make sense. I'm missing something.
For Alexander the Innocent,
Caging anyone up that looks...
killed by sorcerers, a most vile incident.
Keep your eyes peeled, will you?
A
Ramos the
valiant
Wanderer
warrior
promised he'd
against
be
the
here.
void. Taken too early, all hope destroyed. The path thus ended, the conclusion of a noble bloodline. You have interrupted my newest...
The bard clears his throat and gargles on his own saliva.
Well, never you mind. Every sonnet I compose is a masterpiece, and my muse has been begging me to write something new. Wait! You might be just the stimulus I needed. I shall craft a rhyme for you and your race. All I ask in return is a handful of coins. It's an offer of a lifetime. Magnificent! But if I am to write a first-rate work, you must face some difficult questions. Are you prepared?
He stares at you for a few torturing moments.
My first question. Are you hungry? Actually, that's not quite what I mean. But you eat flesh. When you look at me, what do you see? A dwarf? A bard? A meal?
He smiles a crooked smile and runs a hand through his greasy hair.
An elf craves those memories like an addict craves Drudene. A pity that you turn to the dead for emotional sustenance. Would you not rather form bonds with the living? I suspect you collect memories not for knowledge, but from fear. Your homeland fell to the ravages of war and death fog. You worry of more loss, more loneliness. Tell me, elf, are you afraid?
The bard hems and haws, then bellows his next words to anyone who might hear.
To all lovers of verse, I bring glorious news. I have completed another modern classic. Listen now, and bask in its resounding refrain. Elf collects the wisdom of the ages. Learn from flesh and bone both left behind. Fill up on tales lived by cultures past. A feast not for the belly, but the mind. A wealth of knowledge, not of shiny trinkets. They know the past, so future may be bright. But threatened by the void, they rise together, chasing off the darkness with the light. You must be delighted by my newest ode. Oh, soon, bards throughout Rivellon will sing. Damn right. An elf collects the wisdom of the ages.
Another sorcerer on the loose. I knew they should have cut off the Meister's head and burned the rest. Gotta make sure it don't grow back.
A feast not for the belly, but you must be delighted by my newest ode. Oh, soon,
Ain't met many elves, but they don't sound too bad. I'll guess you're one of the good uns.
That divine voice, that glorious visage. You are fair, elf, but Barstan's allure is unsurpassed. Such a face could only be sculpted by the hands of a god.
An elf collects the wisdom of the ages.
An elf sways on her chair, her eyes focused on the counter in front of her, where she has 6 glasses in a row. With the nails of 2 fingers, she's pressing red welts into her forearm. She slides one of the drinks towards you, her head bobbling heavily on her neck as she nods at the sparkling ale.
And that's... Drink or shut up. Nothing like a glass of the good stuff to smudge everything into a pretty shape.
She slides another glass of ale toward you. Its contents sparkle in the dim...
Bottoms up. Can you just not... Cheers to you, me, and...
Her gaze swivels around the room.
Damien's dull knife. This place is horrible. Never mind. Cheers to you, me, and me another. Psh, give me one good reason.
She stares you.
Oh.
A wealth of knowledge, not of shiny trinkets. They know the past, so future may be bright. But threaten.
Let me tell you something.
Hold it. Papa no, you no go.
He grins, unpleasantly.
Moha didn't tell me to let anyone of your description in, so why should I? Nice try, honey bone. But you...
A prim woman in a starched apron wipes a glass with a clean rag. She pins you with blue, steel-sharp eyes as you approach the bar.
Blessings upon our Lucian, 7 times divine.
Her eyes soften and crinkle as she speaks.
I see your mother raised you very well indeed. Rare for an elf. But all the more impressive. You and my nails might even get along. What brings you to Driftwood, darling? You've still some way to go yet, then. What can I get you in the meantime? You ought to enjoy a little rest while you can. Don't you worry. The Magister will keep you safe while you're here. My boy Niles over in the Joy makes sure of that. And where did you hear that? That disgraced elf who's been loitering outside my establishment since he was rightfully removed from his position. If I were you, I wouldn't pay any heed to the ramblings of that fool. We've only got amber ale, I'm afraid. Can't spare the potatoes for hard alcohol. If you'd like something that'll stick to your ribs, I'd flag down low.
Menu simple. Eat, or drink, or both.
She nods an uninterested...
Here for the fight.
This is a tavern. People are drinking. Eventually there'll be a fight. You planning on starting one? Buy me a drink and I'll think about it. Cheers. Later then.
Fill up on tails!
Finally! Your colleague over there is absolutely useless. I'll have a bowl of the house stew, if you please.
Oh, pity. I've been trying to get a little something to eat all day. But the giggleheads who run this establishment don't seem to be willing to provide a fellow with his fair portion. After all I've been through, too.
He lowers his gaze, then looks up at you expectantly. His lip trembles dramatically.
It's my mentor. My dear mentor. He was killed by those void beasts.
I told him we ought not to travel in the hills, but would he listen? No. Now here I sit, my closest companion gone, our precious cargo worth more than Lucian's right ring, lost to the beast-infested wilds. And the waiter won't even bring me any stew. Ah, then perhaps my luck has changed. Yes, perhaps this awful business might soon be behind me. Tell me, how are you with, well, Void Woken? Ah, terrific news. Then what I ask will be little more than a trifling. My mentor, Liam, and I were hauling in a goodly number of fine wares from the Southlands when we crossed paths with a great brute of a void woken. It made short work of Liam, may the gods rest his soul. I managed to escape, but my precious cargo was left behind. We'd invested our entire livelihood in those wares. I'll do anything to get them back. Very, very well, that's how. That cargo is worth more than a pretty penny, and I'll owe its retrieval to you and you alone. Now, give me your map. I'll show you just where to look. I doubt those beasts out there have any use of such a cargo. I can't tell you how thoroughly you've made my day.
Yeah? You're good with the Magisters caging anyone up that looks at them funny.
Curiosity kills the town is poor, but this room is rich.
A weathered woman in a dirty sea captain's tunic babbles breathlessly to herself.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn, and I without my compass. The ship is in the locker, on the bottom in the rocky shallows, and all are drowned but me. And yet, can you hear? The bell rings on. The bell haunts me yet, and it would drive me mad. Perhaps I am already mad. But I swear I hear the bells. Please, make it stop.
She buries her head in her hands and cries.
Make it stop!
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
You got that right, Hilka.
Then you're an
you
idiot.
got that right.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot. Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You got that right, Hilka.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I
Then
can
you're
see a
an
sorcerer
idiot.
from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
The bell still rings. Do you hear it? Do you hear it?
You've got to pick who you can trust.
Curiosity kills
right,
the
Hilka.
cat, or
You
gets
got
it
that
sent
right.
to Fort Joy.
And I'm saying,
You're willing to risk Fort
I can see
Joy
a
for
sorcerer
one
from
night
a
with a
mile away.
lizard. Then
And you
you're
can't
an
be too
idiot.
careful, you know? If they can
The
get
bell
Alexander,
rings a warning and the
they can
tide
get
is on
any
the
of us.
turn.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
The bell still rings.
You've got to pick him, you can trance.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
And you can't be too careful. If I can get
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard?
Right about that. Right as rain.
Then you're an idiot.
Who rings the bell?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
The bell rings a warning and the tide is on the turn.
Weathered and rugged, the man sleeps soundly. He mumbles in his slumber.
There's bad things in the caves. Bad dwarf things.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
Blood and oil do mix, after all.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
The island is ruined and doesn't have a name. Don't go there.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still asleep.
There's no graveyard on the island. Stay away from the graveyard.
His eyes flicker open, but he looks like he's still...
Sawdust and wolves, Mother. Sawdust and wolves.
His eyes open, but he doesn't see you.
Arcs for Lucian's Day sounds nice, Mother.
Startled, he opens his eyes, but he's staring into the distance.
Leave me alone, Mother.
His eyes flick wide open, but he's clearly asleep.
Leave my stuff alone.
He goes back to...
The bell rings a warning and the tide...
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard? Then you're an idiot.
And you can't be too careful. If I can get
Why do you shiver so? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. The atmosphere in here is spooky.
why do you shiver so? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord. Quite so. The atmosphere in here is spooky.
Spooky? Pull yourself together, man. Here now. When one's in a small town, one must expect small town manners, I see. Have you a reason for barging into my room, madam? No harm done, I suppose. Though why I pay good money for these so-called bodyguards is another question entirely. Still, I may as well introduce myself. Baron Levere, at your service. Travels, you say? And why would you assume I'm a travelling man?
He laughs heartily.
Of all things, I wouldn't have thought my cloak would give me away, but you're quite right, of course. I am travelling, yes, to Arx. Lucian's Day will be upon us soon, a celebration no man with a heart that is both as pious and mercantile as mine should miss. I go because it is every citizen's duty, our communal obligation to chant the rites of the return and pray for Lucian's divine resurrection. That said, I do have more secular motivations as well. Arx positively overflows with pilgrims during the festival, pilgrims and their purses. As a merchant, it is quite my favorite day of the year. Music to my ears. A happy accident after all, your but if there's anything else you need, know you're always welcome.
You got that right.
And I'm saying you're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
And you can't be too careful.
You're an idiot.
If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as rain, Hilka.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
You've got to pick who you can trust.
You got that right, Hilka. You got that right.
And I'm saying you can trust me.
Curiosity
I can see a
kills the
silver
cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy.
And you can't be too careful, you know. If they can get Alexander, they can get any
You're
of
willing
us.
to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
Right about that. Right as
You're
rain,
an idiot.
Hilka.
I'm a wealthy man, as you noticed, and wealthy men need protection, especially if they accompany their wealth. The merchant's burden, you see. He must escort his merchandise, always.
Careful. Careful. I've spotted a trap.
Why do you shiver so? This room is temperate enough, is it not?
Quite so, my lord, quite so. But the atmosphere in here is, spooky.
Spooky? Pull yourself together, man. Or should I check the cupboards for ogres?
That's quite all right, my lord.
What on earth is that noise?
That would be my stomach, my lord. Perhaps I could go downstairs for a bit of stew?
Absolutely not. The coffers, man. The coffers, they're to be guarded day and night.
Yes, of course. Of course, my lord.
What the devil are you staring at?
Your beard, my lord. It seems less lush somehow.
Careful.
Careful
I
now.
spotted a trap.
That's a trap. Don't train your eyes on my treasures, not my person.
Yes, my lord.
Why do you shiver, sir? This room is temperature not
Quite so, my lord, quite so. The atmosphere in here is spooky.
Spooky? Pull yourself together, man. Or should I check the cupboards for ogres?
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
With a dip of her head, she indicates that you should talk to her companion. Then she turns back to her drink.
What do you want, tree stalk?
The bell still rings.
Good. Before you go, help us settle an argument. Thatcher here is one of my dearest friends, but she isn't the brightest.
Thatcher grins hello.
Our mate Boris got posted to Fort Joy for consorting with lizards, and Thatcher here still fancies a turn around the park with Loverick's lizard. I say she'd be sleeping with the enemy.
They look at you expectantly.
You got that right.
And I'm saying, you can trust me. I can see a sorcerer from a mile away. And you can't be too careful, you know? If they can get Alexander, they can get any of us.
You're right about that. Right as
Eden
rain.
looks victorious. Thatcher looks unconvinced.
See? I told you.
Thatcher shrugs.
All right, move along there. You may be wiser than you look, but you're of no more use to me.
She turns back to her...
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard. Then you're an idiot.
What on earth is that noise?
Perhaps I could go downstairs.
It's a shame, it is.
An absolute shame.
Curiosity kills the cat, or gets it sent to
Alexander,
Fort Joy.
slaughtered like a supper lamb. Poor dear.
It ain't right.
That ain't right. Never thought I'd say this. I hope they round up them sorcerers for good. I ain't needing one sick and a void woken on me.
You said it, Hilga. You're a true patriot.
About
Magister's dropping left and right. Can't say I'm shedding any tears.
Where is it? Where is it? Madam? Please, have you seen a small burlap pouch lying about?
She looks up at you in surprise. Her great greenish-gold eyes sparkle.
You'd help me?
Tears star her eyelashes, and she begins to...
I know. What a crybaby I am. It's just... You're so kind. It's been a difficult day. The pouch. I really must find it back, or my master will flay me alive. It had quite a sum inside it. It could be anywhere. I'm a servant to Magister Raymond. He bade me take the coins to purchase supplies for his journey, but I dropped it along the way. He's sure to think I stole it.
She tilts her head back and blinks back tears.
I'd never do such a thing. Never.
She reaches out as though to shake your hand, but stumbles, falling a little into your arms. She laughs, embarrassed, and quickly rights herself.
Terribly sorry.
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a noble woman like myself. Pity.
Kills the cat, or gets a sense of Fort Joy. You're willing to risk Fort Joy for one night with a lizard.
News! Fresh from the War Owl! Many a latest, my friend. The war, the bishop, the queen. What tickles your fancy? Seven save us. Stabbed in the back he was by them vile, no-born, treacherous seekers. Kill 'em all, I say. Do 'em like Magister Raymond did old Lady Seaver. That'll teach them traitors. I mean, they doomed us all, didn't they? The son of the divine is dead. Gone. Who'll save us now? Jolly Justinia, Queen of the Dwarves. Here's 20 or so noble gentlemen. No one knows what they did wrong, if anything, and she has them stripped and whipped all the way. You ask me, and I say she's mad.
The Silent Watcher's jaws clench and slack.
Hear ye! Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
Wars are brewing, my friend, and we may find ourselves on different special prices for you. War is hell, my friend, but it's very good for business. Good luck to you.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Saved by singers! Culprits still alive!
Well, hello.
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking
It's free to look. Fair travels, friend.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
My word, but you do looking. Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too
Your
much.
fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would
You're
sell
safe
such
among
filth?
friends. Never forget it.
The kind that don't fancy starving, along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Ah.
Have you anything that will protect against void wake?
I can turn aside fire, cold and poison. But void walking? God knows.
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, Who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Tell me, you heard any news?
Keeping it together, Bree?
The boys wiping her everywhere.
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Yep.
Than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it. How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Tell me, you heard any news?
Nothing good. The boys wiping her everywhere. Thank the divine you're
Keeping it
here.
together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
You needing supplies? Anything more?
Hear ye! Hear ye! Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprits still at large!
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Hear ye! Hear ye! Queen Justinia executes 24 noblemen for insubordination!
Smells worse over here than a dozen rotten eggs dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
If I don't come visit your ton, who will?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Hear ye! Hear ye! Divine order to march against the ancient empire!
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat Wolf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Queen Justinia executes 24 nobles.
How you holding up?
Not in any mood to talk about it.
Fish stinks of the vault. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Kind that don't fancy starving the rest of this town.
Until later, then.
Keeping it together, Bree?
I'm all right, as long as I don't think about it too much.
You're safe among friends. Never forget it.
Bishop Alexander was slain by Seekers! Culprits didn't last!
This town doesn't look much equipped to entertain a noble woman like myself. Pity.
The Meister's back! The Meister's back! She doesn't feel like playing, but...
The Meister sits slumped in a chair, looking around the room as she works her shoulder with one hand. It looks like it was dislocated by the gallows.
Damnable red-cloaked baboons ransacking my wardrobes, as if I would keep ancient valuable secrets in a pile with my unmentionables.
She takes a deep breath, and with a twist, a click, and a screech of pain, she shoves her shoulder back into its socket.
I swear by the seven, if we did not have more important matters to attend to.
Reaching across the table, she pulls a bowl of hot water towards her and fishes some bandages, a needle and thread out of a box. She slowly starts to tend to her wounds.
At least the barbarians were unable to club their way into my vault, so everything you need should be safe. Apparently I had a claw in murdering their darling divine-in-waiting Alexander.
The Meister wrenches the bandage, pulling the fabric tight against her wound. She winces before tying it off in a neat knot, but you can see the red stain already spreading across the fabric.
Never mind that. That I was here the entire time. Apparently my cunning transcends time, space, and common sense.
Meister Siva freezes, her eyes locked on you, her claws mid-swipe, cutting a new stretch of bandage.
Why on earth should I have thought anything else? Not that I was sorry to hear about his death. I doubt my grin helped matters during the interrogation. Enthusiasm? On a weekday? My word. We shall begin once we have the tools we need from my vault. You may have been chosen God-woken, but becoming divine requires more than a supernatural pat on the head. Come, God-woken. It is time to see just how awake you are. Fortunately, the matters pay much attention to art as they do to fashion. Kindly remove that painting from the wall. pray my instructions will not be too technical for you. Push the button. Your talent for following simple instructions fills me with wonder and pride. Now, kindly go to the vault and enter the combination. I shall call it out as you go.
A stone door lies flush with the floorboards. Etched whorls in the granite frame a delicate rotary dial. Taking your time, you carefully enter the combination. The metallic sounds of the tumblers.
Excellent. Follow me. Your time is at hand, Godwoken.
Ancient runes. Weird contraptions.
Feel free to look about while
This
I catch
place
my
is
breath.
an Arcanist's dream.
Come speak to me when you wish to proceed. And try not to break anything in the meantime.
The Meister is examining her wounds, prodding at this, wincing at that. Her face seems grim as she turns to you.
Do you know what it means to have the power of the divine, Godwoken? And you, in your infinite wisdom, would know what is better. You would judge your enemies without prejudice and make decisions that could hurt your own for the greater good. No, becoming the divine means taking on the power of all the gods and the responsibility for all the races. The divine was created by the gods to shelter us from the void. The divine cannot use her power for anything else. Very well, then. Let's see if we can't snatch divinity from the jaws of the void. The ritual itself is quite simple. Drop some blackroot in the bowl, mix in a little blood, set the concoction aflame, and then inhale the smoke. Ignore any feelings of dizziness, burning in your lungs, or a dire sense of existential dread. They're all perfectly normal, although you will need to sacrifice a little sauce along the way. Everything you need is here. Ingredients in the cupboard. Sauce in the glowing fountain. Ritual in the tome by the bookcase. Even an incinerator to provide a flame.
The Meister looks back at her wounds, curiously prodding them as fresh blood oozes out, staining her claws.
Quite. Mind you, being torn asunder by a Voidwoken would be even more inconvenient. So if you wouldn't mind...
The Meister points sharply to the ingredients cupboard.
And do not lose anything. These ingredients are rare indeed. I'm not hiking back out to the Cloisterwood to fetch you more.
Opening the door, you see a selection of ingredients, thrown together in no particular order. After a quick rummage, you spot the blackroot nestled between the grated dragon's tongue and Drudene oil. You gather up the blackroot, obsidian lance, and ancient bowl, and kick the door of the cupboard closed.
Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, sauce in the fountain. Are you simple? Perform the ritual. Ingredients in the cupboard, ritual in the book, sauce in the fountain.
What?
Are you simple?
As you suck the smoke deep into your lungs, your vision starts to swim and cloud. There is an intense pounding in your head, and you can feel the world. As the world fades away, you lose all sense of being grounded. You reach out, but you could feel yourself falling slowly, sinking into the depths of your own soul.
The recess of my soul. But it looks like the Hall of Echoes.
Bathed in the half-light of these starless barrens, you spot a figure you could only describe as a second self. It looks haggard and weak, its very voice but a feeble echo of your own.
My chosen, come closer, so that you may see me as I truly am. Look me in the eyes.
The apparition clasps your face in its shaking hands. You suddenly feel your eyes tingle. Everything becomes brighter, sharper. Blacks and whites become glorious bursts of color. Then
blind eyes shine brightly. Speak the spell and see.
Gone is the strange mirror image of yourself. Before you stands the god Tir-Sendelius in all his spectral glory.
You know me, don't you? I saved you from drowning. I blessed you, made you powerful, and now I've come to seek some power in return. Your God-woken soul is my last refuge, my last bastion. May as well make the best of what you have to offer.
Sandelius nourishes himself from the source that abounds in your presence. You feel it deep down inside yourself.
Ah, yes. Just what I needed. I tell you, dying just doesn't become a god. The void itself is hunting down the gods, leeching us in ways we never thought possible. Droplet by droplet, we are being drained. We're battling for our very survival. It's a battle we're losing, and should we truly lose, all will be cast into oblivion. To save us both, as a matter of fact. You must realize that our fates are now as one, just as our souls are now as one. We are I. Together we are a force to be reckoned with. But if we seek to survive the onslaught of the Void, we stand no chance unless we become vastly more powerful than we are now. That means there is but one place we can go, the Well of Ascension. It most certainly will be. The Well of Ascension is a lake, a pool of pure source in which the powers of the Seven lie united. We gave them up freely to create the first divine. Each of us donated half of that which makes us gods. To bathe in the lake is to become our chosen. That is where the road to divinity leads. And you must be the first to reach it, at all costs. It was a time of selflessness and sacrifice in the face of our old enemy. It was an act of heroism, and a dreadful mistake to boot, which we must rectify. The Void is stronger than ever. A new divine won't be enough. You need to go to the Well of Ascension, not to bathe in the source of the Seven, but to take it. All of it. Only she who claims everything will be everything. The Void's doom, this world's liberator. I hope you understand them to their full extent. The other gods must either bow to you, or be undone. But of course that is what they are saying to their own God-woken as we speak. We both know they won't bow, just like we both know you will never bow to them. Only one can become a god strong enough to safeguard our world. One, at the expense of all others. So make no mistake, my champion. Chances are, the road to divinity will be paved with dead gods. Their blood on your murderous hands. But don't let that dismay you, for these sins will be washed clean by the knowledge you committed them to save all of existence. To save your kin, and your loved ones, and the world they live in. They will be at your mercy, which is vastly preferable to you being at theirs, wouldn't you agree? So fret not, but revel in the promise of the lake. I will lead you there when you are ready, when you've become a true master of the Source, and speak the language of creation itself. Our journey will be fraught with peril. It is a pilgrimage of challenges that will require you to command Source like only a God-woken can, and wield its most powerful spells.
Hoarse laughter rolls and echoes into
You flatter me, my chosen. But if all I had to do was give, you would long since have received. We are I now. The spells you need to know I will teach you when you are ready. But first, you must learn to channel the Source in greater volumes. That is why you need to seek masters of the Source. You must make them teach you, so that you may become a master in turn. So return to Rivellon and seek out these sages where they dwell. Convince them to share with you their deep-seated bond with the Source. Once you have, you may return to me here. Something that will make you understand that for a god, there is precious little difference between the living and the dead. Source is. It is a constant, a subject of neither time nor transience. All of life is source, and in source it is. Immortally, you have the vision of a god now. Eyes that can see spirits, the souls of the dead made manifest in source. Speak the spell during your peregrinations and you will see them. Where the dead lie, the dead linger. Best of luck, my champion.
The Meister stares intently at you. Her eyes are tired and bruised, but determined.
Still alive? Gods above, there might be something to you after all.
She leans in, her bloody tongue flickering hungrily about your face.
Tell me, what did you see? What you know?
She sighs impatiently as you hack up the last of the green smoke.
You can't channel enough sauce? Gods be damned, why couldn't you have a nice simple problem? Finding an orc to dance the hornpipe, perhaps? I know exactly what must be done. You must find a master of sauce. And I could have helped you once, but no longer. The purging which the Magisters included as part of their service was quite efficient. They stripped me of my sauce. Not enough to silence me, but enough that I would not turn their insides to lime. Enough to sever my link to the font from which all source flows, and certainly enough that I cannot train you. So we must seek alternatives. Alas, the only source masters not yet hauled off to Fort Joy or turned into meat puppets are those too dangerous or cunning for the Magisters to contain. Sorcerers that allowed their power to corrupt them. Many are wicked, cruel, vile, and generally not good teacher material, but we may have no others to turn to. Just so, some of these are quite dark, twisted individuals. The kind of creatures that grew bored pulling their legs from spiders and so moved on to people. However, it is the path we walk, no matter what the cost. No matter what is asked of you.
The Meister doubles over in a violent coughing fit, struggling for breath. After a few moments, she regains her composure, wiping a thin smear of blood from the corner of her mouth.
No matter what is asked of you, you must learn from them. And you do not seem to be paying attention. Sorcerers, evil, controlling your source, saving Rivellon, please. Please tell me at least some of this rings a bell. Your focus, your only focus, must be on finding these masters. The Magisters have kept ledgers with all known sorcerers, especially the powerful ones not yet captured. They would be an invaluable resource. But do be careful not to get caught. I was their guest for a time, and I promise you the gallows was the most comfortable part of the experience. And if their barracks turns out to be as empty as their skulls, just try to keep an ear to the ground. There may still be powerful sorcerers hiding in these lands.
As she speaks, one of her wounds reopens, a dark red stain spreading across her tunic. She hisses in frustration and starts to bind the gash.
I wish there was more I could do, but in this condition, I would be more a hindrance than a boon. Godspeed, and remember, do whatever it takes.
The squirrel seems to be flicking through various scraps of paper, humming and hawing as he goes. The Meister sits slumped in her chair. You notice that some of her scales have dropped to the floor.
What news? Can you channel enough source? Are you powerful enough to proceed? Then why, pray tell?
Now is not the time for a bath.
Dropped in a vat of vinegar.
Then don't come over. Not like you're buying anything.
The carved figure is a resplendent sight in that your touch creates a ripple across the mosaic.
Justinian executes 24 noblemen for insubordination.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch again.
Calm down, Brianna. Carver's got his dossier on the sorcerers. Everything's falling into place. All I need to do is watch.
Oh, great, a citizen. Can't you see I'm on a break here? Oh, great, a citizen. Can't... What? Oh, no. Poor Demori. Go tell Magister Raymond or Magister Julian immediately. They'll raise the...
Head nodding drowsily,
They won't take me unawares. I'm ready for anything. See? I haven't stepped in... Well, I'm ready. That's what matters. Vigilance! Why, whoever's snatching magisters off the street and disappeared...
Waving you away, she cranes.
I'm on a break now, Yvette. You better not fall asleep on your watch.
Calm down, Brianna.
The Magister turns to you with a scowl.
What?
The Magister glances at you like you're something.
Keep out of it! That's what I want to know. Stuck here with the new leadership ought to learn to respect its veterans. We're the ones who uphold the rule of law, not white ponches like Raymond and Jonathan.
A sly smile creeps.
Aye, and sooner than you might think, if the rumours are true. Let's just say, there's other places where I'd be appreciated more than I am in Driftwood. Who asked you? You're not even supposed to be down here. Keep out of it.
I've spotted something.
The spirit of an emaciated prisoner is staring down at his own corpse. He shakes his head and lets out an exasperated sigh.
Of all the stupid ways to go. Oh, it was a stupid bloody accident. I dosed myself with some poison to make it look like I was half dead. I figured they'd take me to see a healer and I'd have a chance to escape. I must have taken too much of the stuff though. Wound up fully dead instead of half dead. Those bastards haven't even moved me body. Best leave that secret for someone who needs it. You can stroll out of here whenever you like.
The spirit scowls at you.
I did nothing. Or I didn't do what they accused me of, at least. A miscarriage of justice is what this is. That's putting it bloody lightly. Nobody deserves to rot in a hole like this. Decent of you to hear me out, stranger. Best leave that.
Did you know our arena champion's a bloody cheat, stranger? Murger tripped me and bit off my earlobe before... Down for a little scuffling and tussling? Let's see if you got some fight in you. That's the spirit. But I've got to tell you, she'll want to talk with you herself before she'll assent to any challenge. Watch your words, mind. She takes against you, there'll be no talking yourself into her good graces again. On your way, then.
Good to meet you, Governor. What's your poison, then? A sip or a smoke?
My good lady, I see that you accompany no other...
Of course she'll be so kind. Speak freely, kinsman.
Directions, milady. I was bid to send you to none other than Bramos the Wanderer. He was waiting for you here, my prince. But...
He looks around the hazy room with hasted...
The House of Shadows stirs. The Honorable Bramos sensed them closing in. He had no choice but to flee from Driftwood. A little ways east he went, in search of safety, to an encampment of paladins. You will find him there.
Indeed I am. We will follow your directions. You have my thanks, kinsman.
Prince of Princes, I am humbled and grateful.
He bows deeply before the...
What do you want? Boss is busy. Good. Boss could listen up. Don't waste... I brought you up from girl to woman, Marla. Like you was my own. This?
He lifts his right arm, showing a white bandage beneath his ribs. A wet red spot shows through.
This ain't the thanks I expected. Who sent you?
The formidable dwarf slams his fist on the side table. You hear a loud crack.
Enough! Do you know they killed Anna? Do ya? Start talking sense or I'll take that tongue right out of your mouth and fry it for supper. Bart, Cade, get her to talk or bleed her out. She ain't one of mine anymore.
His sneer travels from the restrained dwarf to you.
And you. You better have a damn good reason for coming. Brave lass, waltzing in here now. I hope for your sake you've got good news for me. If you don't already know the answer to that, I reckon you don't have much.
He winces loudly and holds a hand to the bandage on his side. The large red spot in its center has grown larger and wetter.
No more was fair. No less either. So, how'd you make it out of Fort Joy? I've got to say I'm impressed. I love a good story. Here's one I heard lately. A group of strangers landed on the beaches outside town. Meister Seaver's people. You one of her little seekers? Chasing down Godwoken and begging them to save us all? So? What do you want? Ah, I should have guessed. And it just so happens I can help you. Depending on what you can do for me.
He gestures towards the bandage across his...
Had a bit of family trouble lately. My girl Marla got it in her head to come after me with a short blade. That ain't like Marla. Ain't like her to pull the silent treatment either. Something's going on. And wouldn't you know it, that blade she used wasn't any normal bit of steel. Belonged to another of my people. Guy's name is Mordus. Bit of a loner, but smart as hell. I sent a few guys to go check on him, see if he knew what had got into Marla, but no one can find him. I'd like a word with the guy. Glad you see it that way. No one's seen him in a good few. I've got some people checking out his house near the tavern now, though. Tell them I sent you, and they'll let you know what they've found. Truth is, they might be glad to see you. Reckon a sorcerer will have better luck finding one of their own. Good. One more thing. Like I said, Mordus is a sorcerer. Maybe even one of the ones Seaver's after. If there's something you want to find out from him, you might want to ask before I have my word with him. Here, you can take this off my hands. More suit, good luck.
I heard rumour Mordus is working for the Order. What say you?
I almost feel bad for you. Almost. I almost feel bad for you. Almost.
Divinity out of it.
The battered dwarf pulls her lips back into...
Leave me be, elf.
Tell the truth now. Who was it that said it?
Working for the DO of it.
You're making this much harder than it needs to be. Tell the truth now. Who was it that said it?
Good gods! Is there a void woken down there? Must be one strong force field. Who in their right mind would keep a void woken locked up like this?
In the shadows, a dwarven woman spits obscenities down upon a caged void woken. She...
More fodder for the arena! Let Murga the champion test how good you...
Curling her torn lip back over broken teeth, she grabs your hand and pulls you down to the ale-soaked table. Never losing eye contact, she begins arm wrestling you.
Ha! Your science won't help you here.
She glimmers in and out of view, merging with the shadows.
I bested that void woken below us, you know. Dragged that scaly lump down there with my own two hands. Ah! Based on your performance so far, that's cute. But I shouldn't judge your baby steps. The lion judges not the pussycat, eh? Cute. Takes a whole lot. Ah! Go talk to the raucous one. Tell him I sent you, and he'll set you up for a challenge. Prove yourself worthy fighting my acolytes blindfolded, then...
Figure it's time to prove yourself. Is that so? Well, looks like the crowd'll get its money's worth, for sure. You accept her challenge, do you? Alright, just make sure to keep the blindfold off. In any case, you're in for a treat, lass. Better than sweet cream stew on Lucian's Day. Who's coming?